first for the Nuggets. Lawson and Fournier man the backcourt. And in the middle, the long body JaVale McGee. Absolutely elastic. Then there's Gallinari, and it's Fareed in at the force line. And for Cleveland, Irving and Waiters, the guards. And inside, a towering 7-footer, maybe the most imposing big man in the game. All-star center, Andrew Bynum. Then it's Alonzo G, and it's Thompson in at the force spot. And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. Now here's Waiters. Shot clock at 5. And the bucket counts. He's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Now, last season he made good on about 3 of every 4 free throws, almost exactly 75%.
Some thought the Nuggets might be a dark horse team to get to the Western Conference Finals last season, but they didn't even get out of the first round. They lost to the Warriors, a very good Warriors team, in 6 games.
Here's Fournier. Some solid defensive work there from Dion Waiters. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, I had a chance to catch up with Brian Shaw. He'll be facing one of the towering post presences of the game in Andrew Bynum. Coach said, you know he's getting so much more aggressive looking for his shot inside. He can finish right over the top of you. As with any big guy like him, it starts with getting a low base and trying to keep him out as far as you can. Then offensively, you've got to be ready to drop it off when he rotates to block the shot. Guys will see if they can make the right adjustments.
Thank you, Doris. From about 19 feet, Ty Lawson again. And going back to that series, Clark, I think it was easily one of the most exciting series of the first round, but the Nuggets knew they would have an uphill battle when they dropped game 2 at home. You know, Steve, they looked like they missed Gallinari in some of those games hours.
Well, I think anytime you're down a three-point shooter, it makes it very difficult, particularly in the playoffs when teams can sit back and pack the paint. So I thought that was what that series showed, is that in the postseason, the best three-point shooting team often has a big advantage, and the Warriors clearly were much better from beyond the arc.
And here's Lawson following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. G kicks the Bynum. The turnaround jumper. No good off the back of the rim. The Nuggets trail by 4. Lawson the pass to Gallinari. Back to Lawson. Shoots from 12. That's good. Lawson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here.
You know, one reason why the Cavs struggled, guys, throughout the season and eventually would find themselves back with the #1 pick was that they were really just terrible at home. Did nothing really to protect their home court.
Now, here is Irving. Here's Miles. And it's off from three-point range. Hickson sets the screen for Miller. Lawson rejected by Verjao. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
13 seconds. 13.
Tie. Miller dishes to Chandler. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Just 4 to shoot. Left block shot on the way. Irving against Miller. Dishes it to Miles. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Way too loose on that inbounds pass.
Denver with the ball. Trailing by 2. Lawson against Irving. Out to Miller. Hickson a screen on Jack. Shot clock at 6. Arthur defended by Bennett. Puts it up from 7. A nice shot by Arthur. Arthur's got the first basket of the second quarter for Denver. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Irving gets a screen from Bennett. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And then C.J. Miles with the dunk.
Now you look at Irving and how much success he's had early in his NBA career. I think the only thing standing between him and true stardom right now is health. He's just had a lot of nagging injuries. He would love to put together an injury-free season.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. And for Kyrie Irving, his first All-Star appearance last season, and just Clark his second year.
Well, you look at his age and what he's doing. Really a skilled scorer and playmaker already with size and athleticism. I like his savvy, too, Kevin. He's very slick in how he gets around the basketball court. This kid has a chance to perhaps be an MVP caliber player in a few more years.
Chandler outside. Shot is off. And Cleveland the other way now. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Thank you, Kevin. Andrew Bynum missed all of last season with knee trouble. And in a summer where he'd hoped to be signing a long-term max deal, he had to settle for a 2-year, partially guaranteed deal with the Cavs. The Cavaliers gambling that he can recover his health, and guys, if he does, the Cavs could pose a very intriguing option for LeBron James, assuming he opts out of the contract at the conclusion of this season.
Well, they say when you win, all that other stuff comes anyway. So, we'll find out. Thanks, Doris. Here's Lawson after the made shot from Myers. Here's Hickson. Good. Hickson's got his first 2 points of the night. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Irving kicks to Jack. There's the pass to Verjao. Buried from 15 feet out. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first half. Lawson against Irving. Hickson sets the screen for Lawson. Pass to Hickson. Back to Lawson. With 1 on the clock. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of this one.
Well, as a unit, they shot about 70% from the line over the course of last season, so not the kind of percentage they were hoping for.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
And he can't hit the second. Second quarter ends in a tight one. Cavaliers lead by 3. It's the NBA on.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
From the 2K Sports Studios, they're at the break out at Quicken Loans Arena in what's been a tight game. The Cavaliers off to a great start. They're scoring effortlessly. The defense has been completely overmatched. Dion Waiters leads them in scoring. And what a game from Kyrie Irving as well.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
You know, you might have expected a team that finished 3rd in the West to have a positive road record, but the Nuggets last season actually finished south of 500 when they left the Pepsi Center.
Waiters passes to Bynum. Takes the turnaround J, and Cleveland again with the bucket. The Nuggets trail by 5. Lawson with it. He has 7. Bynum with the steal. And here's Irving. He kicks it to Waiters. Here's Irving. Pass to Waiters. Back to Irving. Feeds to G. Kicks to Bynum. McGee's there. The second chance effort. McGee with the block. Here's Fournier. Rejected by Irving. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Well, Clark, as you said, with the Nuggets on the road, 19-23 record for them on the road. Was the difference between them and the Thunder, Steve, in that division?
Well, they were so dominant at home, Kevin, and they always have been, just with their style of play and the altitude. But it's just tough to go out and play that same style on the road where you're running constantly. You're just more vulnerable defensively when you play that style when you're out on the road than you do when you play it at home. You know, you hear about dead-eye shooters coming in from overseas, and you never know if they're going to live up to the hype, but Gallinari has done that and then some. With his size and shooting touch, it's amazing the ability that he has to really stretch the defense out and cause havoc at that end of the floor.
Well, it seems each year he gets better and better as a player, and his shot keeps becoming one of the best in the game. He knows how to stretch a defense with his shot. It really helps his team out on offense. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. There was a lot of speculation on what the Cavs would do leading up to last summer's draft. No clear-cut number one, and they had a handful of guys to select from and even tried to shop the pick. Ultimately, they shopped everyone and took Anthony Bennett first overall. They're hopeful it works out as well as their last few number one picks, guys.
Yeah, great young player and certainly a stand-up individual. Thanks, Doris. The Nuggets trail by 6. There's 53 seconds left in the third. Lawson gets a screen from Fareed. Thompson comes with the double team. Lawson kicks to Fareed. Back to Lawson. Just 5 to shoot. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Thompson. Outside Irving. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And it's Kenneth Fareed with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. Irving drives in. And Thompson kicks to Bynum. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Irving against Watson. With 2 seconds left. Some solid defense there from Irving. And we've reached the end of the third. Cleveland ahead, leading by 8. And we've got more NBA action. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Cavaliers.
They've been the aggressors, and they've been tougher in the paint all game.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
Here's Fournier. Gallinari defended by G. And Fournier kicks to Miller. Lock at 6. 17-foot shot on the way. And too long on the shot.
And are they ever working inside? Good job on the glass.
Excellent job on the glass, Steve. I agree. I mean, they're battling in there. They're fighting, they're scrapping, they're clawing, and they're getting the job done.
It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, Miller is a great passer. Wonderful assist-to-turnover ratio. Good feel for the game. And just a knack for either scoring or finding the right angle for a teammate to score.
Yeah, clever making good decisions, and that doesn't mean he only makes the safe passes either, Steve. In fact, he's pretty much the best alley-oop passer in the game, I think. Kenneth Fareed's checked in for Denver. Both good from the line that time.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
Irving kicks to Varejao. Waiters. Varejao with a screen on Miller. The dish to Miles. From downtown, here's Varejao. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. And the Nuggets making a change here. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Lawson's against Irving. Now here is Lawson. He started close. Back to Hickson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Goes up off the inbound. 3 on the clock. On deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Cleveland leading by 3. G dishes to Irving. There's the lob to the hoop. And Bennett pulls it down.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Executed to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Well, unless you're the team getting dunked on, of course.
Lawson with it. Guarded now by Irving. Pass to Gallinari. All sorts of time. Good. Nothing but net.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Bynum sets a screen for Irving. Irving double team. Bennett kicks to G. Cleveland moving it around. Now here's Bennett. Fareed defending. Pulls the trigger. They get it back. Bynum. Oh, hammered. And he'll go to the line.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
At the line for 2.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. JaVale McGee's checked in for J.J. Hickson. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
And thanks to those free throws right there, it becomes a 2-possession game.
Doubled by Bynum. Lawson the pass to Fournier. He passes to McGee. Goes up the baseline. And Andrew Bynum pulls it down.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons.
2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, he looked confident, didn't he? Stepping to the foul line and knocking down a couple.
Lawson dishes to Fournier. From outside, off the mark. Cavaliers shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Lawson against Irving.